It's been a huge week for news for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Not only was the Xbox release date announced for the game, World Update 5 was also released, but we now have information on World Update 6. This will include an overhaul for Germany, Austria and Switzerland, bringing with it a load of new points of interest, digital elevation maps, improved terrain, 3D photogrammetry cities, bush trips, and of course landing challenges, and not to mention a few brand new airports as well. There's no information yet on when to expect the update, but with the Sim Update 5 coming in July, I'd personally expect to see this update, World Update 6, arriving in August. Speculation there, but I think that would be a pretty good bet. Now, in further news, E3 just happened, and of course, Microsoft had an extended E3 presentation, during which Asobo's head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Jörg Newman, went on and discussed the future plans for the sim, and these are pretty extensive. In addition to World Update 5, which we've just seen released yesterday, there are two further World Updates planned for this year. That will of course be World Update 6 that we've just discussed, and World Update 7. Next year, we will see a further 6 World Updates being released. Now, it seems World Updates are being released every other month, and on the months in between, we can expect to see sim updates. So, significant updates on the way for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Jörg Newman did go into a few details on some of these. Let's take a quick look. Now, there's no exact details on when to expect to see these arrive, but the assumption seems to be that these will arrive with the Xbox release. We're going to see 10 discovery tours. These will allow players or simmers to fly around the sim, or fly around various different environments, and as you can see here, they will have in-sim in-flight labels that will inform you and give you details of what's going on around you. Essentially then a guided tour in flight. All of this is pulled directly from Bing Maps. This information will also be available directly on the world map. As you can see here, it seems as though the world map is getting a massive overhaul with the addition of satellite imagery. Not only that, there you can see the labels that I mentioned just a moment ago. So as you may suspect, a lot of this is about accessibility. Putting a flight sim on consoles on this level is something that's never been done before, so yes, it does need to be somewhat accessible. So with that in mind, tutorials have been increased from the current 8 available on PC up to 22. These will include a scoring system that will be able to monitor and track your progress to let you know how well you're performing. To be perfectly honest, the tutorials within Microsoft Flight Simulator right now are already pretty good, although they do seem to be missing a few key elements, so any additions here are very welcome. Now, another improvement that I'm very keen to see myself, being a video maker, this will be of great help to me, but I'm sure it will be of great help and interest to a lot of other people as well. This will be some changes to the Flight Assistant, which will include the ability to navigate via different points of interest whilst in flight. So this will allow you to navigate through the different points of interest as well as different local airports, I do believe, and the Flight Assistant will then navigate towards these and continue on the journey for you. And as you take a look at the new Flight Assist UI there, you'll be able to see a few additional features. These include improved AI control, such as anti-stall protection. Basically, if you get yourself in a bad position with the plane, you'll be able to enable one of these and get the Flight Assistant to help you out. This assist has been extended even further with the ability to land anywhere. Basically, just tell the plane to land, or the Flight Assist to land, and it will land you regardless of location. So this could be in a field, it could be in the desert, it could even be on water. And this is thanks to the addition of floats that will be brought to the sim as well. Not only are floats come in, also skis, allowing you to land in icy and snowy areas. Now, all this talk of accessibility may start to get you wondering whether or not Microsoft and Asobo are going to dumb the simulator down. Jörg went to some lengths to explain that this is not the case, that all these changes are purely about accessibility. And to emphasize that fact, he talked about core simmers. So the idea here is that hardware and peripherals will be compatible with the Xbox. As an example of this, you may have seen the newly announced flight yoke coming from Turtle Beach, and this yoke will be fully compatible with Xbox. Jörg also mentioned there will be support for other peripherals, with more information coming down the line on that later. Also, elsewhere in terms of performance, it's been confirmed by Asobo that Microsoft Flight Simulator will be able to achieve 30 frames per second on both the Xbox Series X as well as the Xbox Series S. The real question there then is the graphical quality that can be achieved, but either way we should be finding out that very soon, and I will be playing this on the Xbox Series S as well as the Xbox Series X if I can actually get a hold of one. And just one last point here, don't forget that Sim Update 5 is arriving in July as well. So the expectation is that Sim Update 5 will bring all these changes and improvements to the PC version of Flight Simulator along with the launch of Xbox as well. And judging on previous comments from Sobo, this should also include an update to DirectX 12. No official information yet on any of this though, so for now it's speculation and assumption, but not too long before we find out. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.